What's up, Bray Gang? It's your boy back at it again with another video. And today we actually have an interesting banger for you guys from Tom MacDonald, actually. I did tell you guys before that I wasn't the biggest fan of how he raps, only because the first time I ever heard him rapping was the diss track to Mac Lethal, and I think he was kind of sort of pushing a sarcastic agenda, so I wasn't really feeling it because it just didn't sound very good. His lyrics were really good. They were very clever, very quirky and whatnot, but I was not feeling his rhyme scheme at all. But we are going to check this video out because I was told several times in the comments that he did not display his full rap capability during that battle, and I believe you guys. So, and I did react to another diss track from him, and it sounded a little bit better, so I want to give this one a chance. The song's title is super extreme. It's called If I Was Black. There is also a video that's been circling around the internet that you guys wanted me to check out, and it's pretty much him being blocked from the internet, so I will check that out too. I have a lot of catching up to do, but guys, if you are up with the Bray Gang right now, I just want to let you guys know I'm not sleeping tonight. The goal is 15 videos. It sounds ridiculous, but we're going to post 15 videos, hell or high water. I'm going to be working out and doing a whole thing here. Honestly, I'm going to spend a lot of quality time with you guys, so get used to that. If you guys are up with the Bray Gang, go ahead and hit the like button really quick before we even get started. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and smash that subscribe button, and let's go ahead and see exactly what we're getting ourselves into today, all right?
I was black, probably wouldn't with anyone who's white, cause that slavery would honestly always be on my mind if I was black.
Oh, dang. He said if I was black, I wouldn't fuck with anyone that was white because that slavery shit would always get me pretty much uptight and stuff like that. I mean, damn, that's tough. I mean, I don't feel that way. I don't feel that way, but I see where he's coming from with the statement he's making. He's basically saying that he understands why there's so much hostility between races so far. But look,
wouldn't ever want to drive, cause if police pull me over, I might go around and die. If I was black, I won't lie, I'd be scared to walk at night. The whole neighborhood is tripping like I'm out committing crimes. I'd be pissed at all these cracker rappers singing about my life.
No, damn. That's another thing, man. And I think it just goes for any rapper in general. People who rap about that life that are not about that life. They're like, yeah, man, we drop bodies and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yo, you literally grew up in the suburbs of a really nice neighborhood. You like in a really nice neighborhood. Like literally, you had the safest lifestyle ever. Why are you trying to act like you gangbang? You don't at all. You don't bang at all. Like in fact, you're the farthest thing from like a criminal that anybody could ever be. But he's bringing up very good points. He once again, Tom MacDonald touching on topics that most people are afraid to talk about because of where we are in today's society. That's crazy.
My music stole my style, give it back, that is mine. If I was black, just look at the facts. We don't stand a chance. 1 in 3 is locked away. Over half don't know they dead.
1 in 3 years locked. One out of 3 locked away, and over half don't know their dads. That's sad, man. That's sad. That is a sad statistic. And I guess that's just become kind of a norm. But hopefully it changes.
White privilege and a money thing, but it's white people who are running things. Y'all benefit from your coloring. My pigment produce suffering. It's all white pride, white power, white lies, white houses, white guys, whitewashing. My brothers, my sisters.
Oh, dude, this dude's face got burned.
My culture while I'm watching. If I was black, I'd probably hate myself from they say. Racism made me racist, and I am not the one to blame.
Racism made me racist, and I'm not the one to blame. So he said, if I was black, I'm not the one to hate because racism made me racist. People are like, oh, well, you know, black people are also racist towards white people. But I'm like, I feel like the whole thing even started because there was an enslavement issue. Like, for instance, if I were to say it a different way, like, for instance, Nazi Germany back in, like, when it was Nazi Germany, right? Nazi Germany, if, like, after the fact, you know, like, you know, everybody with blonde hair, blue eyes was like, I'm not messing with you. Like, I don't fuck with you, blah, blah, blah. If you don't have blonde hair, blue eyes. And then all of a sudden, you know, there's like social justice, social reform. Everything's kind of sort of back to the way it should be, which is like, you know, everybody all in one group. Let's just say because of a bitter past of, you know, blonde haired and blue eyed, like German people killing Jewish people. Jewish people are now like stereotyped against German people. Like they might not like German people, but that's only because of something that happened. It's not out of the random ass blue, like, oh, I just don't like you because of your color. It's like, no, it's because this group of people did this to me for all these years. Like there's an understanding of that. Now, I'm not saying that that's a positive way to handle it, but I can see where both sides, well, where one of the sides is coming from. The other side, shit, man, like, fuck. It's just like the whole enslavement of people in general. I understand that it was probably for money, but you know, shiesty shit gets shiesty results. So here it is.
Y'all won't say it to my face. In the circles you feel safe. Y'all been using words they made for us when we were slaves. Hey, wait, whoa. I know that was long ago. If I was black, I'd want my reparation money paid. If I was black, I'd take the police. I'd take the whole clan. I'd put holes in their sheets.
Damn, he's wilding out, man. He said if I was black, I would say FTP. I would definitely, like, you know, say fuck the Klan too and put holes in their sheets. Yo, somebody was trying to compare the Black Lives Matter group to the KKK, and I was just like, you need to hold the hell up, okay? Now, I'm not with, like, you know, people terrorizing and messing anything up, right? But I'm also not with anybody trying to say, like, the whole Black Lives Matter group is KKK, because KKK was literally put on this planet to terrorize people. They wanted one type of race. They just wanted blonde hair, blue-eyed, Aryan people running the entire world, which is unrealistic to start off with. There would be so many problems with humanity if that was the case, genetically speaking, because, I mean, think about it. When you get a dog, right, like typically dogs with the most issues are purebreds because you're inbreeding at that point, you know, you're inbreeding. So I feel like, you know, a mix in general, like let's say you have the genes of like an Egyptian, you have like the immune system of like, you know, strong Egyptians, but then like the melanin of like an African person, and then like the hair of a Caucasian person, and then like the strength of like Polish people. Like it's a nice blend, you know, like you have a bunch of attributes like all molded into one person. But people sell themselves short a lot because of a visual that they want for themselves, and it's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. So I see exactly what he's saying, and Tom MacDonald once again speaking on something that should be spoken about, but people remain, you know, quiet about it. You know, it's crazy.
If I was black, I put gold on my teeth. So if you think I'm broke, you will know when I speak. If I was black, it's my face on a T. R.I.P. underneath, on my name next to free.
Damn. He said if I was black, I might be underneath or my name on a T, or free, or my name before free. So basically, like, he's saying if I was black, I'd either be 10 feet under, dead, right? I would be, like, you know, in jail, or I would be, you know, on a t-shirt. Well, basically dead, like, you know, a higher chance of getting killed because of situations that are misinterpreted. One big thing I notice is a lot of people in general, everybody, I feel like functions out of fear of not knowing. For instance, be realistic. If everybody's so fascinated with aliens from outer space, so fascinated, so willing to embrace a species that we know nothing about, right? But we can't even treat our own people correctly. That already speaks volumes, because when they come, we can say we're going to do all these things, but we're going to probably do all the opposite, you know? Like, we have to start, you know, with ourselves. We have to fix ourselves before we can fix anything else. Otherwise, our habits will carry over to other things, and it's just unfortunate. But he is saying a lot of powerful things here. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and what your thoughts and feeling on this subject are. I know they're very sensitive, so if you don't feel like talking about it, I understand. But like I honestly have the thickest skin in the world, and I feel like we're adults here, so we can have a nice civil conversation. Just let me know what your thoughts and feelings are in the comments down below. I'm a chill dude, so I'll read them.
If I was black, I would die in these streets just for speaking my mind, because I had a dream.
Ooh.
If I was black, probably wouldn't ever do my taxes. Why support a government that persecute my blackness?
Damn. Well, that's crazy, man. That's crazy.
Pay the wage of law enforcement, putting us in caskets, or help to build the prisons that we trapped in. If I was black, I'd be mad. People glorify the trap while we dying every day, fighting for everything we have. It ain't.
Oh, damn, dude. People, like I said, people try to live the same life as individuals that they kind of sort of look up to, but they don't want to take on the good and the bad. They just want to reap all the benefits without, you know, going through the same struggle, you know, like, oh man, it's cool to sell weed and trap and do all these drugs and blah blah blah, and you know, have like a baby mama and do all this craziness because it's cool. And I'm like, no, that's the situation that they were rapping about, and they're rapping about how they got out of that situation. But you guys are glorifying where they were, and you're moving back 10 steps. That makes absolutely no sense. But society's weird, man.
Diamond chains and racks, this is systematic plan. They put us in the ghetto, gave us HIV and crack. If I was black, I'd hate America, appropriate my character, and sell it to Caucasians who wish they were from our area. If I was black, I wouldn't give a fuck about the greater good. My grandma can't afford a rent, y'all gentrified our neighborhood.
Damn. Yeah, the gentrification of a lot of neighborhoods is happening too. I remember living in Chicago for a long time, and a lot of the neighborhoods that were, I can admit, they were pretty dangerous, and the houses were just very, like, they were kind of run down. I'm not gonna lie. They were getting gentrified, torn down and rebuilt into very expensive, nice housing. And I guess all of the people who did not have the money and, you know, sufficient funds to live there moved out, and then all of the hippie people moved in, that had a lot of money, and they kind of just wanted to change a location that they've never lived before. And it's kind of unfortunate, you know, like, because where did the other people go? Like, that was their area, and it's unfortunate. Tom MacDonald is touching on some serious issues that I've seen firsthand. So it's crazy.
Our lives matter, so stupid. Y'all hijacking our movement. Black lives matter because we losing innocent youth to police shootings.
That's what I was trying to. That's exactly what I was trying to say. I got into an argument about a guy about this before. When the Black Lives Matter movement came out, right? He was very infuriated. He said, "Wow, like, why would they make a group about that? They're very, like, they're so stuck up and blah blah blah." I'm like, well, how dare you? You know, has anybody in your family in the last 400 years experienced any kind of brutal racism? Has one of your family members been hung up on a tree, you know, by a noose, by literally hanging by their neck, because a whole bunch of people in white robes decided to isolate them? Have any of your family members been in a cotton field getting beat because they weren't working hard enough? You can't tell me that movement was made with malicious intent. Now, there are some people in the group that are obviously, like, going about it the wrong way, but the purpose of the group is to show the world that black people just matter, right? Because if anything, it acknowledges that everybody else is almost more important than black people. And the movement was created to kind of put a public eye on it, saying, hey, listen, we matter. We matter too. We matter as well. But then, some fucking snarky person decided to come up with all lives matter. And if that was a case, I've seen so many separate cases, right? If all lives mattered, there were like three, after that group was created, like, there were 3 little white kids that got killed, separate murders, right? And they were never mentioned. That group was literally created to shut up the Black Lives Matter group. Seriously. And I know people don't want to talk about stuff like this, but I'm going to say it. The difference between the KKK and Black Lives Matter is 100%. It's like night and day. Black Lives Matter is a group that was created with the intent of saying, hey, listen, we matter. We're tired of being treated and like we're criminals, like we're a constant threat when we're not. And, you know, just a history of being discriminated against and everything. The KKK was literally meant to terrorize anyone that was not them. Anyone that was not them. They made it very clear. If you get a phone call from them or whatever, you'll understand what I'm talking about. They'll detail, like, you know, who they are and what their motives are and blah, blah, blah. And it's unfortunate. I'm just saying it's not an easy conversation to have, but And like I said, I'm not a part of any group. I'm not a part of any group at all. But I'm just saying, if you were to really break it down and get into the nitty gritty, that's what it is. So I do appreciate him talking about like an issue like this. This is very important.
If I was black, the only role models I'm shown is the rich black rappers pushing guns and drugs and hoes. Yeah. Hey, y'all won't say it to my face. In the circles, you feel safe. Y'all been using words they made for us when we were slaves. Hey.
He said, you guys are using words that were meant for us when we were slaves. So what the fuck? Like, people are like, why can't I say the N-word? Knowing damn well one of the little ancestors beat the shit out of one of my ancestors, and I'm looking at him sideways like, bruh, you know why you can't say that? We turned it into a positive thing, but bruh, I mean, me personally, I don't really give a shit because I don't let words affect me at all. I really don't. I could give two fucks. But in general, if you have to ask to use a word, you probably just shouldn't use it. You know, just probably shouldn't use it. Just saying.
Hey, wait, whoa, I know that was long ago. If I was black, I'd want my reparation money paid in full. If I was black, I'd take the police, I'd take the whole clan, I'd put holes in their sheets. If I was black, I would gold on my teeth. So if you think I'm broke, you will know when I speak.
Listen, I'm glad he made this song. Seriously, I'm actually very happy he made this song. Like, cool points to this dude for sure, man. Like, he definitely said everything that people are afraid to say. And I hope this video blows up, at least makes it to the trending tab, because this is it's a song that speaks about real issues, very real issues that people like to look over and downplay that as not a big issue. And you know, to an extent, they're still very prominent issues to this day, and we just choose to ignore a lot of these issues. And like I said, there's faults on both sides, but you cannot tell me that what he's saying is not true. You can't, because it's in physical proof, video proof, written proof. Like, you could look probably outside right now and see some crazy shit going down. I'm just saying.
I was black, it's my face on a T, R.I.P. underneath, on my name next to free. If I was black, I would die in these streets just for speaking my mind, because I had a dream. If I was black, you'd attack when I say I'm proud, cause you're mad that you ain't allowed. If I was black.
Damn. That's nuts.
Y'all ever tried to take me down? One fist in the air, I would stay my ground. If I was black, I'd take the police, I'd take the whole clan, I'd put holes in their sheets. If I was black, I put gold on my teeth. So if you think I'm broke, you will know when I speak.
Yo, Tom MacDonald with this hook though, man, that's crazy. At first I'm like, bro, like, what are you doing, dog? But this is legit. I like the message. I definitely respect the message behind this, and it sounds pretty good, man. I'm not gonna lie. Very it's a very it speaks volumes, and I hope somebody gets. I hope everyone that listens to this gets something out of it, because this is a powerful song.
If I was black, it's my face on a T, R.I.P. underneath, on my name next to free. If I was black, I would die in these streets just for speaking my mind, because I had a dream. If I was black.
Video by Nova Rockefeller. That was great. That was absolutely great. And I'm glad we were able to watch that, you know, together and stuff, and kind of like, you know, discuss it and whatnot. I feel like a lot of these things need to be talked about. A lot of issues, man. Oh my God. I was just talking about earlier the fact that life has just become so complicated now. Like, I don't feel like there are any serious pressing issues that are, like, you know, ruining the shit out of our country right now. Like, we do have some social issues, but they're not super crazy, right? But I feel like people are nitpicking at stuff that doesn't even need to be nitpicked at, you know, trivial things. And I don't know, like, for instance, California just made a move to, you know, pass a law that prevents everyone from using gender specific words. And I'm like, what? I'm not gonna get too much into that, but you guys know what I'm talking about. It's just ridiculous. Anyways, if you guys have made it to the end of this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn your post notifications. This was a long breakdown, but it was a very much needed discussion. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that video just as much as I did. I will see you guys in my next video. I'm dropping videos all night tonight. I'm not sleeping at all. So if I do look tired towards the end of these videos, just know it's your boy grinding, and just support a brother and fucking hit that subscribe button and definitely hit the like button. But until the next time I see you guys again, take care. Peace.